Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Hey. Hey, this is a bit intimidating, isn't it? God.
Okay. So, everyone, your ground rules. You're the cleaner. We're going to come to you first, mate.
Yeah. Being calm, should I say? In the face of the thinly veiled and sometimes covert racism from your political colleagues, how are you remaining motivated on this campaign, the third one?
I love this city. The idea of continuing to be the mayor of this great city just excites me. I've seen the progress we've made over the last 8 years despite the government. One of the reasons why I love this city is our diversity. We've got, black, white, Muslim, Jewish, Christians, Hindus, Sikhs, not just tolerate each other, but respecting each other. And what motivates me to win is the only other person that can win is the Tory. And she's used phrases like, and I kid you not, the black community is a problem with crime. She's talked about increasing massively stop and search. She said, when I've raised issues of structural and systemic issues of problems in the police service, I shouldn't be doing it openly. You should be dealing with these people behind closed doors. She calls them bad apples and wrong ones. So my motivation is not simply because I love this city, because I know if I don't win, she could win. And it's really important, that your readers understand what's on the ballot paper. Next Thursday, somebody who unites our community, brings our community together, celebrates our diversity, whether it's carnival or black on the square, versus somebody who thinks our diversity is a weakness and a strength.
Thank you.
So Hayat.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I give you a microphone?
Of course you can. Come on, plug it in.
Oh, I don't have a clip.
Oh my God, I'll
It's
hold
from
it then.
TikTok shop, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Is holding it okay?
Yes.
Feeling a bit like Taylor Swift.
Okay, cool. So, the issue of social inequality continues to affect Londoners, especially now given the cost of living crisis. So what steps are you taking during your tenure, and hopefully if you're re-elected, to address the issues around income, education and opportunity and making that more available for everyone?
Well, I think the government's cost of living crisis has both exposed and exacerbated the deep structural inequalities that exist in our society. And we saw that during the pandemic. So what I've done is to, for the first time in the history of our great city, made sure that every child that goes to a state primary school receives a nutritious free meal. That's saving a family with one child £500 a year. It means they can sleep at night knowing the children are going to meet, but also it means that they're not skipping meals as they were before. We've also brought in free holiday meals for those families with children who need support during the holidays. I've frozen fares, TfL fares in 5 of the last 8 years, saving families in London 21% less than they otherwise would be paying. We're also making sure we address the biggest issue I think our city faces, the housing crisis, by making sure we build more council homes, the most since the 1970s, more homes being completed, more since the 1930s, but also I'm going to, if I'm re-elected, give free legal advice to those tenants who've got dodgy landlords, and also build 40,000 more council homes that are affordable, 6,000 more rent control homes, and the real exciting thing this year, I call it a moment of maximum opportunity, a Labour mayor working with the Labour government, and what Keir Starmer's promised is 1.5 million homes in the first term of the Labour government, a big chunk coming to London. The big thing though we can do is to support those Londoners who've got so much talent but not the skills for the jobs that are available in London. So every Londoner who's either in a low-income job, minimum wage, unemployed, will get free training so they can be skilled up for the jobs that are created in our great city.
Thank you, that's amazing.
Is that all good?
Yes.
Brilliant. Then we've got David Bash from the Asian Standard.
Great to meet you.
Good to
Thank you. Cool. Right, first of all, many of our readership live in multi-generational homes, and the current spiralling rents and housing shortage is really hitting them hard. What can you offer to help them?
Look, one of the great strengths of the Asian community is the fact that family really matters to us. And so you have to get intergenerational households. That actually is a huge strength in many ways. It means there's not loneliness. It means that grandkids get to spend time with their grandparents, but it poses challenges as well in relation to lack of space, people not flourishing and thriving as much as they would. The biggest thing we're going to do is to build far more genuinely affordable homes, so people can afford to move out of the family home, or to have a home of their own, particularly young Londoners. And since I've been there, despite the government We've built record numbers of council homes, record numbers of genuine affordable homes, record numbers of homes completed. Still not enough. And that's why this year is potentially a game changer at Labour Mayor, the Labour government working together to finally address the housing crisis.
You stated that you feel that the current election is a two-horse race. Why should our readers vote for you over Susan Hall?
I'd encourage all your readers to do their own research. In the last 24 years, the Conservatives have come first or second, and they'll come first or second this Thursday, May the 2nd, as well. A vote for me is a vote for free school meals being made permanent, for fares continuing to be frozen or kept low, for more council homes, for more investment in young people and the police, for somebody who unites our community rather than divides us. All that is at risk if the Tories win. The Tory candidate is somebody who's said comments that I find really offensive. She supports Donald Trump. She's liked Enoch Powell. Some of her views on race cause me real concern. She's somebody who would, I think, divide our communities, not bring them together. And I say in a respectful way to those who may normally vote Green or Lib Dem or for the other party, they cannot win. The government's changed the vote system so you don't get a second preference. They've also changed the system so you've got to bring photo ID. So please take along your driving licence or passport on Thursday and vote Labour.
One issue that's of real concern to our readership is that despite your 2 years in 2 terms, violent crime is still a really big issue in London. If elected for a 3rd term, what are your plans to tackle that?
The crime's still too high across the country, and London's not excluded. I meet, both as a member of Parliament and the Mayor, too many victims of crime, and it's heartbreaking. And so in the last 8 years, despite continued austerity, despite population rising from City Hall, we've doubled the investment in our police, we're funding youth clubs, after-school clubs, mentoring, and that's led to homicides going down, gun crime going down, the number of young people injured with a knife going down, burglaries going down. It's still too high though. And that's why it's really important we have a government that supports cities like London, more police, more youth clubs, more after-school clubs. Look, the causes of crime are complex. Deprivation, poverty, alienation, lack of opportunity. I'm not excusing it, I'm just explaining it. We're going to be tough on the complex causes of crime, but also tough on crime by supporting the police.
Last one.
Oh, okay. The ULEZ is a very controversial policy. Practically all of the other candidates running are saying to abolish it. What's your response to that?
None of us would allow our children or our parents to drink dirty water while having to breathe dirty air. The air in London leads to thousands of premature deaths, children with stunted lungs forever, adults with a whole host of health issues from asthma to cancer, dementia, heart disease. The great news is our policy of the ultra emission zone has led to a massive reduction in toxicity and poison in the air. Roadside reductions of around 50%, and it's really important that we continue to make progress. I remember years ago as a member of Parliament voting to ban smoking in public places. Nobody would ever dream about bringing that back. It was controversial then, but it's now seen as the norm. I'm hoping clean air is seen as the norm going forward as well.
You don't see it as a vote loser at all?
We'll have to see on May the 2nd. On the ballot paper, is clean air with me or return to toxic air with the Tories. That's the choice.